Hi everybody, here we are once again. It's Wednesday and it's time for our story, our weekly story. I hope everybody's doing well. I know some of the kiddos have gone back to school in some of the school districts. I hope it's probably been a stressful transition, but I'm hoping everybody is doing well and getting used to the new school that we have now in place. But let's go ahead and talk a little different. We're going to talk on a little story today. It's called Not So Fast by Prokos. What a great day for the park, Miguel thinks. He calls some friends. Let's go to the park. Bring your wheels, he tells them. Miguel can't wait. This is going to be awesome, he says. Kelly is first to arrive with her bike. She is ready to play at the park. Let's go, she says. Not so fast, Miguel tells her. He points to her shoes. You shouldn't wear flip-flops to ride. It's not safe. Good point, says Kelly. Kelly reaches into her backpack. Now I'm ready, and she ties her sneakers. Jacob is next to arrive with his bike. He is ready to play baseball at the park. Let's go, he says. Not so fast, Miguel tells him. He points to his baseball cap. You shouldn't wear a hat to ride. It's not safe. Good point, says Jacob. Miguel gives him an extra helmet. Click. Now I'm ready, Jacob says as he adjusts the straps. Hannah is the last to arrive with her bike. She is ready for a picnic at the park. Let's go, she says. Not so fast, Miguel tells her. He points to her handlebars. You shouldn't ride with things in front. It's not safe. Good point, says Hannah. Miguel gives her a backpack. She puts her items inside. Now I'm ready, she says. Follow me, Miguel waves. Not so fast, Kelly, Jacob, and Hannah tell him. They point to a car. You shouldn't ride in the street. It's not safe. Good point, says Miguel. The kids ride together on the sidewalk. They obey traffic lights and signs. They watch for cars and people on the road. The four friends safely arrive at the park. This is going to be awesome, Miguel says. Let's go. That is Not So Fast. It's a little story about going to the park. It was a little quick one, wasn't it? But this is actually a nice little story. I like this one because, right now we have limited activities because of our pandemic, but that doesn't mean we can't ride our bicycles. This is a great form of exercise, and a lot of kids are not getting much physical activity because they're spending on time on their computers, doing work, homework, classwork, and then homework. So they're not getting out so much. So getting a bike is a good way to get out and get a little bit of exercise. You can ride your bike at the park. It also allows you to you can keep distance from other people as well. But there are, of course, we want to make sure everybody is safe doing that. Now, a bicycle, not all kids can ride a bicycle. It depends a lot on their age and their development. A 3-year-old is about the time that kids can start trying to ride a tricycle. Before that, they really don't have the skill to be able to sit properly on the bicycle, keep balance, and be able to move those pedals forward to accelerate. But about 3 years of age is when you can start. And I don't recommend getting the little motorized cars. I know they're cute, they're very expensive, and they seem like a lot of fun. And they can move pretty fast, but it's not actually helping your child's development. We want them to move those pedals. That's what we need them to learn, that skill. And a tricycle at 3 years of age is when we can start with 3 years of age, 3 wheels. They can start learning how to pedal. And as they get a little older, 4 or 5 year olds, this is when you start adding that other 2 wheels, 4 wheels. Now we have our bicycle with the training wheels. Now, at 4 or 5 years of age, they have to be able to balance on their one foot. At 4 years, they need to balance on one foot. This is a balance issue now, okay? So we want our kids to start riding that 4-wheel bike, that little bike with the 2 wheels. Once their balance improves, they can generate that enough force to get their bike to moving, and then you can start working on getting the training wheels off. But no matter at what point you're starting the bicycle, get them used to wearing a helmet. Okay, being safe about it. Wearing the proper shoes. Flip-flops are terrible. Shoes that are untied get tied into the pedals, things like this. We need to make sure that the kids are going to be safe, and teaching them when they're younger will actually they're going to be compliant as they get older to wear that helmet, to be able to wear the right shoes. We don't want to have a bunch of things hanging off of the front of the bicycle. They have a basket, sure. I mean, you're going to put a basket in there. The basket is part of the bicycle, fine. But we don't want other things that's going to limit. And I'll tell you a story that when I was actually a teenager, I was riding my 10-speed bicycle and holding my clarinet with one hand. Well, I flipped over. I barely missed landing in the street. I was in the street. And I landed in the middle thankfully not in the middle of the street, but it's because I had no control over my bicycle. I was trying to hold my clarinet case and my bicycle at the same time, and I flipped over. Thankfully, though, I wasn't wearing a helmet, but thankfully I did not have any other injuries, but let me tell you, that hurt. Okay, so I flipped over completely. That was not a wise thing. So after that, I made sure I snapped on my clarinet under the basket that I had in the back of my bicycle. So, learn from me. I fell off my bicycle. So we want you to teach your kids at an early age what the proper bicycle technique as well as safety measures. They will enjoy their bikes much more as they get older. And this is a skill that we want them to learn. You know, I always ask those questions. Can your child ride a bicycle? Well, this is why I'm asking, because I want to make sure your child is developing appropriately. But let's do it safely. So next time you're on the bike, let's get out there. I mean, right now, with the pandemic, we have limited activities, but that doesn't prevent us from going outdoors. Mom, Dad, let's go ride the bikes around the neighborhood. Take it to the little local park. Just keep your distance, wear your mask, and get out, get some exercise, get some fresh air. We all need that at this point. All right? So I hope you liked our little story today. Not so fast. You all take care, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.